What we're going to look at is the social history of modern technology. What lies behind, around the discoveries, the inventions, the way in which these inventions are used. Because from my perspective, this is what is important. It's important to know, for example, that Alexander Graham Bell did not invent the nuclear bomb, right? I mean, you need to know a certain timeline, you need to know certain names and dates and things and stuff like that. But what is more important in our culture, I think, and given the current state of affairs in our world, is what it means to use technology, what is the nature of technology, and what kinds of choices have been made in history that have led to particular results in society and in culture, and how those same kinds of choices are being played out today all around us. One of the things that I will say off the top is that technology always involves choices. One of the things that we find in our society is this fear that somehow technology has gotten away from us. It's the image of the runaway train and there's nobody driving it. And it's just going faster and faster, and one of these days it's going to hit a curve and smash. Well, I don't buy that. Because if we look at the history of technology, technology is always the product of the choices that individuals and groups of individuals make. Those choices continue to be made today. Each person here, each person watching at home in vacuum land makes those same choices every day. You may not make them consciously, you may make them unconsciously. You may not recognize there's a choice, but you know, whatever it is you do, you end up, in effect, choosing whether you have taken the bus here tonight or driven, whether you've decided to go out and buy an SUV or a bicycle. All of those things are choices that reflect different possibilities in terms of the systems of technology that have become part of our current culture and that will have an effect on what lies down the road. So in looking at the social history of technology, we are going to be considering, as you can see from the course outline, three components. We're going to be looking at technology and society, technology and culture, and technology and warfare. Those are the three sections of the course. And the first few lectures, we're going to do an introduction to each one of those sections to give you an idea of what it means to look at technology from the perspective of its relationship to society, its relationship to culture, and its relationship to warfare. So the social history of technology isn't just about names, dates, and players. It's about the way in which the pieces go together. And so that's the kind of angle, if you like, that I am going to take on what I'm expecting from you as students in the course. I want you to be able to consider how the pieces go together. So it's not enough to remember that Alexander Graham Bell didn't invent the nuclear bomb, okay? Or that he did something else. That's not enough. It's helpful to know that. I think anyone who is an educated member of our society should know some of those things. But what I want you to be able to do by the end of the course is to recognize the nature of technology, to recognize how it has developed in different aspects of society and culture over the last couple hundred years, and also how those same sorts of systems and choices are currently being played out in the world around us right now. So in other words, you may think there are some courses that you take that don't have any relevance to where you are in your life and where you're going to be in 5 years or 20 years. This isn't one of them. This is absolutely something that relates to the condition of the world in which we live now and what it's going to look like tomorrow. And if I start sailing off into some abstract space where that doesn't seem to be true anymore, please throw something at me or whatever. Call me if you're at home. Don't throw something at the TV set. That doesn't work. That's one of those technological things. But let me know, because that's not the intention of what we want to be about in this course. We want this to connect absolutely to what's going on around us.